Hello Cancer, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 14th to the 20th of October 2019. I hope you are Cancer. So I'm just pulling the cards today. It does take a bit of time, so by all means fast forward to the reading, to the beginning of the reading, if you wish. So what do we have for Cancer, please? Angel, Spirits, Guides. There's two that have come out there. Next card, please. Thank you. Ace of Wands. And the outcome, please, for Cancer. Eight of Cups. Okay, let me just clarify those with a separate Rider-Waite tarot deck. Okay, so we have the past, the present, challenge, advice from Spirit and outcome Cancer. So I'm just going to clarify the cards that are on the table, please. Angel, Spirits, Guides, starting with the star energy. 14th to the 20th of October 2019 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Six of Wands. Start with the Nine of Swords, please. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Okay. Seven of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Wow, you've got two aces together, Cancer. Powerful. And the Eight of Cups, please. I'm just going to get another one for that one. Let's get another one for the Eight of Cups, please. There's too many there. One more card for the Eight of Cups, please. Angel, Spirits, Guides. Thank you. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, and it's coming out for a few signs this week, is the Magician. Transformation. So I'm just going to put that there, Cancer, for now. And let me just pull a reading card. What do we have? What does Cancer need to hear this week, please? Beautiful. We have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. This is beautiful. This is the Sword in the Stone. I kind of feel for some of you, this is you finding your power. This is you finding your Excalibur in some way. This is you growing into who you are, maybe putting something behind you that needs to be put behind you now. I'm definitely feeling that with the Six of Wands energy here. Okay, let me just pull an Angel Oracle card, please. Angels, what's the message for Cancer, please? Message for Cancer, please, thank you. We have intention. Be clear on your intention. This is about focus. This is about stating what you want. Remember, the Magician at the end asks you, what do you want to change in your life? What do you want? What part do you want to manifest? What part of your life do you want to change for the better? Because this is the first step, stating your intention, being clear in where you're moving towards now. Money, career, love, relationships, prosperity, career, all of those kind of things. Those are the questions that are being asked you now. What do you want to transform? Okay, so I'm going to start with the past position, Cancer. Now, invariably, I put these cards in categories. Some of you are at different life stages. I do get thousands of people looking at these videos. So it is the energies that matter sometimes for you, the messages that matter. We have the Six of Wands, and we also have the Star, Cancer. Beautiful energy. This is a card of Aquarius. The Star energy is a card of hope. You're beginning to hope again. You're beginning to open up your heart again. I'm feeling that as well. Could be to do with love. The Six of Wands is at the heart centre of the Tree of Life, which is what the tarot is structured around. And this is about beginning to open up your heart, beginning to believe that you're putting something behind you that needs to be put behind you now in order to move forward. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, but it's a hard-won victory. It's somebody who is coming through the other side of challenge, overcoming their battles, generally in their external environment, to come through the other side of a situation and restore balance. Also begin to recognise their own power, their own potential in doing that. That horse there, it represents strength and courage. It's taken courage, it's taken strength, it's taken self-resolve to come through a situation, but you are coming through and you're finding your own self-identity. The Star is your own self-identity, self-renewal. Now, interestingly, the Star comes after the Tower in the Major Arcana. This can be the calm after the storm, but this is where things have been torn down, where destruction has ensued. This is the moment of rebuilding, of renewal, not just in your external world, but in the self as well, with the Star energy. You see that water pours onto the land to fertilise the land, to make things grow again. There's new growth. Because some of you are getting direction back. Both of these are directional energies. You're understanding where you're going, maybe what you want in life now. Because you're seeing truth. This is also standing in your true light. This celestial being is naked. And this can also be the divine wish fulfillment card as well. The universe giving you blessings. It's a time of receiving blessings, having gone through some challenge of some kind. You're finding level playing field in some way, or some of you soon can. When you find direction, there is that message, follow the Star and shine in your own individual light. You're getting direction back in life. And I think some of you are understanding what you want in life now, in a particular area of your life, and maybe what you don't want. This person is moving towards something. But this is very much the victory parade. And I think you're taking with people with you that you trust. You see, there's people here who are celebrating with you, who have supported you through hard times, for some of you. And this is taking people with you that give you support, that support your power, support your position on a situation. But there's a wonderful sense of renewal, a wonderful sense of hope. Yeah, a wonderful sense of receiving blessings, but very much getting direction, understanding where you're going now. The Star is a card of vision as well. So really understanding, getting clarity in where you're going. It might well be some of you have been challenged in the love front. Now, the Knight of Cups can be an offer of love. It can represent love. But this person is upset. They're stressed, they're worried, they're anxious. So I feel this is to do with some kind of like love relationship for some of you, Cancer. This is when you allow one negative thought to come into your mind, the rest just come from all directions and stack up like the swords on that wall. This is a downward spiral of negativity. Can be blowing things out of proportion in your mind. The Swords of mental energy. And it is about needing to get perspective in a situation in order to move forward. Now, if it's not in love, what they're saying is something has really upset you. Something is keeping you up at night. This is the card of the insomniac. Something is stressing you out. This can be where things have just blown out of proportion. And here, you see the Knight of Cups is a card of change, but he is also offering the Ace of Cups here. There is an opportunity for emotional renewal. There is an opportunity to receive love, maybe. Maybe loving advice, maybe loving support from somebody. But I also feel that this can be getting direction back from being emotionally centered as well. Yeah. Very much with that energy in order to move forward. I'm going to start with the top two cards that came out here, because we have the Seven of Swords and we have more Swords energy, which is the Two of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a card of deception. It can be about self-sabotage. This is sometimes saying that your challenge is you might be holding yourself back in a situation by not taking decisive action or making a decision or communicating clearly on a situation that you need to deal with right now. The Two of Swords is somebody who is caught. They're caught between high emotions represented by the water behind them, and they're also caught between not being able to see things clearly. Again, the blindfold is on their eyes. It kind of ties in with the mind, which is the Swords energy, linked with the mind. Not being able to get perspective on a situation, not being able to see the full facts of the situation, so they can't make a decision. But this is where that moon energy is up in that top right hand corner, and it's saying this isn't something that you can make a decision from getting perspective or getting clarity of the mind on. This isn't something that you can make a decision with your emotions on either. This is very much trusting that guided divine energy from within, very much that star energy, in order to understand where you're self-sabotaging, maybe where you're holding yourself back in a situation. That's how you move on from the Two of Swords energy, by trusting your intuition and allowing yourself to see truths. I will say there's something about truth. There is something about truth with intuition. Your inner knowing knows. This is about connecting to your inner knowing now. Yeah. And I feel that's your challenge, because as soon as you do, that's when progress starts to happen. We have fast progress here. The Eight of Wands is solid opportunities forming as well, solid communication, solid networking opportunities as well, opportunities to meet people, communicate with people. This is Mercury in Sagittarius, and you've got the card of Mercury at the end. So these opportunities can be transformational. They can bring flow back in your life. They can bring growth back in your life. Can be linked with career, can be linked with business and career, jobs, opportunities to connect, to maybe communicate with business, networking events, connecting with people in order to further yourself in some way. All of that energy is very much the Eight of Wands. This can also represent fast progress on a situation. It can also be out of the blue, unexpected opportunity as well. Positive opportunity for change, for flow. The Eights are very much about change. And I feel for some of you there's changes afoot. If you understand from within where you're holding yourself back in a situation, that's when you find things can really break and speed up quite quickly. So yeah, powerful, powerful message for some of you, Cancer. This can also be synchronicities, events unfolding, just like clockwork. One thing after another. You know, it gives coincidence a whole new meaning, but, you know, sometimes people can just experience that you know, when they overcome their challenge, things start to shift, things start to change. And this is a card of change, the Eight of Wands. So I feel for some of you there could be some synchronicities or coincidences this week where events just unfold and take on a life of their own. But it only happens when you understand where you're holding yourself back, where you're keeping yourself stuck, where you're keeping yourself on the fence. I will also say that the Seven of Swords can talk about deception in your external life. I was feeling it more as an internal energy. It's dealing with something internal in order to move forward in your external world. Once you deal with the internal issue, the internal challenge, everything else shifts. So this is a real positive shift. Now the advice from angels, spirits, guides. We have two aces. Yeah, this is so beautiful. This is saying that this is a time of growth. This is a time of planting, sticking your wand in the ground almost, and allowing it to grow. Both of these are the first step that are very much linked to destiny, because these opportunities are given to you by God, the divine, the universe. New beginnings are possible. That's very much what the message is here. But I do feel for some of you, in order for you to get your power back, your sense of self, you have to see things clearly. There's a lack of clarity that I've seen in these cards here. These are very much lack of clarity. This is deception. This is somebody who can't see the facts of the situation. They're weighing up what to do. This is somebody who is blowing things out of proportion in their mind. You're being asked to see something clearly, the truth of the situation. The truth sets you free. And it empowers you. This is where you're getting that crown back, your sense of self, your self-identity linked with the star energy, a self-renewal, self-power. I think some of you are being asked to take control. When you start taking control of a situation, making clear decisions, communicating your words, clearly how you feel about a situation, communicating your truth, stating your position. That's when I feel some of you are recognizing your own power, your own potential to bring about positive change. And the aces are very much linked with our destiny. They're the first step on the place where we need to be. They say that this is an opportunity for growth. This can be linked to business and career and money. But it's only when I feel that you see the truth of a situation, when you have some kind of conversation maybe, or need to communicate with somebody clearly, state your position. This can also be about making a decision or choice in some way to bring about positive change. I think some of you are ready to cut ties. I feel that sword is very strong. Cut ties with a situation, could be people, could be a person. Cut ties with something that has been challenging. You can see all these mountains here. And even though this new opportunity, where there's still challenges, there's rolling hills here, there is promise of success. You can see by the castle in the distance. There is still promise of success, certainly in business, career, or your own passions, desires, or recognizing your own potential and power. This is kind of like turning the tables. I think this is a real turning point for you. You can turn things around. That's what I'm feeling, Cancer. It's a powerful turning point for you. And it's when you feel empowered to take action that things start to change. Because I feel that's your challenge. Now, it might well be some of you are walking away from love. You're walking away from something that has been, the word traumatic came into my mind. I don't know whether, there's levels to the Nine of Swords energy, obviously. It can be stress, upset, anxious, when you just can't get perspective on a situation. Maybe where people are playing I'm just feeling mind games as well. I don't know why I'm feeling mind games, but mind games comes to mind. But you have the opportunity to see things clearly. I feel as well, certainly with that Two of Swords, the Spirit is saying, you know the truth. You know deep down, when you listen to your inner knowing, you know what to do, but some of you are holding back from taking action. You can see the action right next to this card here. And it is about taking action to wipe the slate clean. I do feel some of you are walking away from something that hasn't lived up to expectation or promise. Could be to do with love. And it might well be you're walking towards new love, or you're ready to open your heart to new love, to receive new love. But this can be also very much getting your emotional centeredness from within and becoming more solid in your external environment. That is the Queen of Cups energy. She can talk about new love, special, beautiful new love, but she can also talk about emotional centeredness that makes her really solid. You know, like I said, like I say a lot, you know, this cup is the only closed cup in the tarot deck. She has a lid on her emotions, and that makes her solid, like these white cliffs of Dover in England. You know, that water that represents our emotions, our feelings, you know, it can crash against those cliffs as much as it wants, but there is no moving her inner solidity. And I feel some of you are getting that as well. Yes, you might be walking away from love, but I think you're also walking towards new hopes, new dreams, new wishes. This is walking away from old dreams, old hopes, old wishes, the way you hoped something would have worked out. Could be a relationship, could be on the career front, could be with wider friendships. I mean, there's levels to these cards that whatever you're walking away from, you're seeking something that is going to emotionally fulfill you. Because currently, there's a missing cup here. And I think you're walking towards finding that missing cup, finding something that completes you, finding something that fulfills you from within. The divine is saying, you have an opportunity to receive. There is opportunity here. This is the divine nudge. Don't hold back. This is somebody who they can be emotionally drained, they can be contemplating what to do next, but that contemplation is keeping them stuck. Sometimes the fours can be about just being still for a moment to recharge, to come back to you. Sometimes the fours can be about stagnation, and this person has crossed arms, crossed legs. There's a guarded energy here. They're blocking new opportunity into their life. And this is now a time to be open to receive. Certainly I'm feeling from the heart, this is emotional. Be open to receive. There is new opportunities. The divine is saying you have the opportunity to find that missing cup, to find completion. This can be new love or something that raises your emotions from within. So it could be to do with any aspect. But you have an opportunity to be happy again. And it's about taking decisive action to bring that about. And I think that's why the Magician is here. Because he's saying now is the time to take that first step. He is number 1 on the Major Arcana. What do you want? What do you want? Because the Magician appears when it is really time to decide what you want in life, in a specific area of your life, and then take the practical steps to make that happen. This is also combined with divine energy, and we know there's divine energy with that Four of Cups because you're being offered an opportunity from the divine. There is a nudge forward. So you're being nudged to new beginnings. You're being nudged to manifest something new. I feel you're being nudged to move on in a situation and take action, because what the Magician brings into your life is something completing, something uplifting, something that fits you perfectly into your life. But you have to take the necessary steps that you need to take to make that happen. And he is about, now is the time to realize that you are powerful enough to bring change into your life, to not be defeatist, to not let things get on top of you. Very much that Nine of Swords energy. Now is the time to use your practical skills, abilities, know-how, intuition and divine energy, and work your magic to bring about positive change. It is time to show the world what you're made of, Cancer. That is what the Magician is. And he is asking you to get revelation from within. He is about realization from within. When you realize that you can bring change from within, that's when new beginnings come. That's when opportunity shifts. That's when you become more emotionally connected to who you are, and that's very much when you find the missing piece of your life. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a great week, Cancer, and I will see you next time. Thank you.